Hello, Aquas. This is Lauren back from Etheric Tide. This is your February 2021 monthly Tarotscope reading. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Check out your other signs, they might resonate more. This is general in nature, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Happy birthday to my Aquarians that have February placement. Alright. Oh, God, what are you waiting for? Swords. Well, definitely in your energy, which makes sense going into February, it's your energy. And Six of Swords is definitely transitioning. Last couple of years for Aquarians have actually been pretty difficult. I believe that 2021 is going to be the best year for Aquarians in general. And as we're actually moving into what they call the age of Aquarius and moving in from the 3D into the 5D, and some people believe that what's happening on planet Earth at the moment is facilitating that, moving into a higher state of understanding and consciousness and vibration. And Aquarians, you weirdos, some people refer to Aquarians, they think they're very alien because they have it's so strange. They're like the humanitarians. They're the people that actually care about the collective. At the same time, they are completely separated from it. They're isolated from it. Forgive the term. They have a strange way of seeing the world most of the time, and generally don't follow the rules of other humans. They don't like to live their lives the same way. They might intellectualize and rationalize a situation in order to view it in a different way. They're a little bit rebellious in that sense as well. They don't sometimes, Aquarians will purposefully not want to think about things the same way as other people. They really do want to march to the beat of their own drum. So now that the world has completely turned topsy-turvy and you have to think about things in a different way, this is perfect for Aquarius. This is you're like, okay, how can we live our lives differently? How can we see this differently? How can we change the rules, So that makes sense, it being the age of Aquarius and us relying more on communication and technology, creativity, in order for us to function as a society. That's right up Aquarius's alley. So I think you guys are actually going to thrive this year. If you guys are really wanting to, business-wise, you guys are going to thrive. You're going to make connections romantically with people that you probably wouldn't have had access to beforehand. And I think because, it's like everybody is going through that process of transition into raising vibration, that you are going to be able, and because you already kind of went through this, 2018, 2019, and then through 2020, over the past 3 years, you guys have been through it all. You're ready. You're ready for that next chapter, and you're probably going to meet up with a whole lot of your soul brothers and sisters. You're going to meet your soulmates, and that's not just romantically. Depending on what your belief is, the way I see soulmates is it's people who are cut from the same cloth. They resonate they're like at your level. And there's like this energetic understanding with one another that on a soul level you guys get each other. And that can really be great for close friends. It can also make incredibly good relationships, like romantic relationships. Who wouldn't want to feel understood by their partner? And I think that's what you guys crave most. Being Aquarians, being thought, you guys love to be understood. You love to be able to explain who you are and talk about how it is still how you feel, but it's more like what you think. And a lot of the times, people think that that Aquarians are emotionless. It's not that. They just explain that it's like a thought filter, a thinking filter, where they analyze what the emotion is and what it means to them, and they do feel it. It's just that by the time it gets to you, it's already been intellectualized and analyzed and decoded, and what the why of it, like, why do I feel this way? This is how I feel, and who cares, like, oh, how that's making me feel. Let's talk about why I feel that way and how I can fix it. That's what you get. You get the end result of all the analysis. But that's an Aquarian expressing their feelings. And sometimes they can actually like like disconnect from the way other people are viewing things, because they're like, well, this is kind of the most effective way to be looking at it. This is like what's altruistic and is good for everyone, and they can't you can't always get into their head about it. Anyway, we got the King of Wands, but in the reverse. Okay, so for those Aquarians who are working for somebody else, because like the King of Wands is a boss, and maybe you're even working with people who are kind of like on the scale of like narcissism, or at least manipulation. So they're kind of on that scale of control and ego, and a lot of this, like, Aquarians don't always thrive in a corporate environment, even though they are for the people. They're not always good in these types of environments, because like ego in particular is something they clash with a lot, and especially if they feel like they're being manipulated or something, they take quite a lot of moral stance behind that. They can be very moral about things. So if this is something that you're experiencing in the workplace, you might stand up for yourself. You might have to start letting your freak flag fly. I know that's as in your Aquarian flag, and just be who you are. I know, isn't that, sounds horrible. Just be who you are. What is that? It's where we like stand in our integrity, and if we feel that somebody is trying to manipulate us, use us, we think it's morally wrong, just give them the truth. Just give them the straight up that's not okay, and be honest. And I think that will give you a superpower that a lot of people are afraid of around these types of people, around these controlling, and it's almost like diffuses it. Because like some people, when they're around these types of people, they pander to them because it's easier. It's like, oh, they're just like that. That's just how this person is. And, oh yeah, I know, I don't like it. Or people gossip. They'll bitch about them behind their back. And that's not good energy to be in. Who wants to be sitting around gossiping? It lowers you. And it also entangles you with the perpetrator or the crappy person. You know? Like, why not just hold yourself in integrity and either stand up for the situation, disengage from the situation because it's just like, well, that person doesn't deserve to have my energy in any shape or form. And it sounds like it sounded a little bit arrogant, didn't it? But it's kind of true though. Not everyone deserves our energy. Not everyone is worthy of your energy. And people, we can have like a state of just general empathy and compassion for all people, but then like the moment someone proves that they don't deserve it, don't give it to them. All right, last one more card. I was gonna say, give him the sword of truth. I was thinking of the Ace of Swords. Truth bombs, that's what that is. I think you're going to be living your truth, Aquarius, to sound like a Hallmark card. Yeah, Aquarius is going to be well and truly in their own energy, which is where you need to be. And I mean, it's February, so it's your birthday. You're going to be in your energy. So use this. Oh, also, starting from the 30th, Mercury retrograde is going to be amping up. But I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. I think like all the previous Mercury retrogrades have just like kicked your ass. But this Mercury retrograde, I think, is going to be to your advantage. So usually around Mercury retrograde, and if it's in your sign, and particularly if you have placements of Mercury, or if you're born during a Mercury retrograde, you can figure that out. It'll have particular like effect on you. Hey buddy, what's up? I'll let you out in a second. He wants something. I'm almost done. So I think for you guys, this year is going to be your year of fully actualizing, fully coming into your own power, where you start to really know yourself and communicate who you are to other people. And the Mercury retrograde, although normally it may affect communication and things like that, I don't think it's going to affect you. It's going to affect everybody around you, but I think it's going to be just right for you to be in the right energy to be incredibly understood. Like, you're going to basically move through to the other side of this transformed. So, wow, what an interesting February. I'm actually really keen to see how 2021 is going to turn out for Aquarians. Because, I mean, I'm an Aquarian, by the way. So I'm pretty excited by this myself. So, yeah, that's your reading. Hope it's been helpful. If you would like personal reading, details are down below, www.etherictide.com. Like, comment, subscribe if you like my style and you'd like to see more readings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.